Okay, so let me explain how to do this grammar thing. Before we start, John talks about Netflix subtitle method, which is very good method when you are learning by some other online media or other online content. It is important that you have some sort of input. So once you find this sentences that you want to analyze or you want to learn from, it's important that you know the meaning first and you shadow basically you follow whatever they say. So for example, here are two steps what you need to do. First you gotta do the shadow, which is you just exactly follow what they have said. So pause and shadow. Pause and follow how they speak. Shadow means just shadow, mimicking. So when this actor says 아빠 대신 말해줄, you can just say it like this. 아빠 대신, just like how they speak. You know, pay attention to the tone, especially. So if you want to speak like Korean, you have to speak like Korean. So just like this. 아빠 대신 so you can basically follow their donation. And then the second one is you now, after you shadow, now you gotta do this. You have to, it's important to break down every single grammar. However, it may be too time consuming. So in order to speak better, you have to do it this way. So after you know the meaning, this part, for example, 아빠 means dad and father, and 대신 means instead of or on behalf of. And 말해줄게, there are some grammar aspects, but for now, if you can't get the grammar, it's okay. Just, know the meaning, which means I will tell you. I'll tell you, I'll tell to some person. This is what it means. 말해줄게 means I'll tell to some person. So after you know that one, you just gotta basically create your own sentence using these expressions, using the part of expression. And to do this, you have to think about some situation. Think of some situation where you can use this. So think of some situations where you can use this, right? So you gotta be a little bit more, you know, use your creativity and imagine where you're gonna use this sentence, and then try to make your own sentence. So the example would be here they said 아빠 대신 말해주기. Let's replace this word by, you know, for example, notice that I didn't change anything. I didn't change anything. This part stays the same, right? This is the secret of learning a second language. So don't change anything. Just change the word and memorize this whole sentence by imagining where you're gonna use this, and then try to say this out loud. So that's how you do this. That's how you make internalize, and then that's how you basically make it your own sentence. So 그 사람 대신 말해줄게. What does that mean? 그 사람 means that person or that person, right? So I'll tell to somebody instead of this guy. So when are you gonna use this? So for example, let's do this. Let's say, you are going to some other country, so you cannot directly say deliver some message to another person, right? So then you tell your friend, hey, can you deliver this message because I'm going away? And you tell your friend, and this friend will say like this. Because then I'm like, or you can say, you know, this friend says, and on behalf of you, I'll tell him or I'll tell her about that story, whatever that story is. So that's how you basically use this uh, sentence. And that's how you make your own sentence. So you have to make your own sentence and you have to post it somewhere to see if this actually made sense. So either you ask your Korean teacher or you ask your Korean friend or you ask to our community just to ask if this sounds natural, right? And that's how you basically make your sentence. So replace a word, basically replace only one word, replace one word and, copy the rest and say out loud. So that's how you make this sentence yours. Okay. So let's do another one. One other example. So imagine that you even want to change this one. So let's say you want to use this one. 말해줄게. 말해줄게 means I'll tell to somebody. Or if there's nothing here, that means I'll tell you. Okay. So how do you say this? You can also say like this, right? Perhaps you can also make your own sentence like this. So let's say you are a little bit intermediate and um, you know some grammar. So maybe you can construct a sentence like this. What does that mean? 이거는 비밀인데. It means this is a secret. In there means but is inside here. But only you, 너에게만, only you, especially or specially, 특별히 말해줄게. So this is how you construct a sentence, right? So you can basically, after you know this 말해줄게, you can construct a sentence like this. 특별히 if you cannot remember everything, you can just remember this. 특별히 말해줄게. And don't try to change anything here. You just have to memorize this one and then try to say it like Korean. You just memorize 말해줄게 means I'll tell you. So okay, so even if you don't know the grammar yet, just say okay, 말해줄게 means I'll tell you. So you can just memorize it and then just say 특별히 말해줄게. Okay, so that's how you basically learn through this Netflix or any other language. Basically, this is the secret of learning and speaking really, really like Korean. Because we didn't change anything, you wouldn't be worried about whether my grammar is right because you know that this is how Korean people speak. So this is perfect grammar. So this is a top secret where how you can learn Korean language.